guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to Fabulous Friday. It's True Power to the max, and yeah, here we are. I got a lot to tell you. A lot's been going on. Things are moving very, very quickly. The book's coming along great. I'm talking to Jerry a couple times a day. I'm listening to some his students, and we're getting feedback, and it's just amazing. Okay. Let's see what we got. I haven't played yet today. It's been a while. I haven't played in a couple hours. But these will be the first notes in a couple hours. Little Del Stager's Carnival of Venice up an octave. Now, needless to say, I would not do that in performance, but you get the idea. Anyway, as of yesterday, that firm tongue is important. That firm tongue is important. I've laid it on a couple of my students, and they got it great. One of the big tests is I have my hot shot tonight at about 6 o'clock. 13-year-old hotshot that played G's and double C's. I know he can do this. Interesting, because about 2 months ago, I started him on multiple tonguing, and we hadn't done this yet. And he got to multiple tonguing, and all he was doing was the cough attack. He could move like the speed of light with the cough attack. I mean, it was just so fast. And I told him, no, that was wrong. I told him that was wrong. I have a feeling he is going to take this and go with it. And I'll tell you what, at 13 years old, if he can fill out the G above high C, my God, there's going to be no touching him. Because other than that, little thin, he's a tiny little kid. I just thought it would take time for him to grow physically. With this, I have a feeling it's going to open it up to the max. Now, to reiterate, you remember 2 weeks ago when I first started this, okay? I said the tongue was dormant. Nope. The tip of the tongue is very, very important. It's a slight little difference, but it is very important. Now, the tip of the tongue is behind and pressing against the bottom lip. Okay? Now, the bottom lip, when you do that, like the other way, does not get tight in the traditional sense. It gets firm, okay? It's a very subtle difference, but it's huge, okay? It gets firm, and when it compresses, now remember, the bottom lip is a muscle as well. The membrane is not. That's just tissue. But this, the orbicularis, that's all muscle. That will expand just like our tongue, and it's going to feel like that tongue is going back in your mouth. It won't, because the other tongue is pushing against it. See what I mean? You're pushing against it, and it keeps it firm, and that pushes the tongue to spread even more. And that is very, very important. There is your control. Now, I laid this on one of my students this morning. I gave it to him 2 weeks ago, last week. I gave him it in Maine. It was very hurried and whatnot, but I gave it to him last week. He was reluctant to try it all week. He was fooling around with it as much, but we went the whole 9 yards, about a 40-minute lesson like this, and he was killing high C's by the end of it. He sounded terrific. Okay? Now, that's not the teeth this time. This is going to be the tongue. Goes back into the mouth a little bit, and the tip of the tongue is against it. The articulation is so big and so strong, and it gets faster every single day, okay? And I can't wait till Monday to show you. I know it's going to be faster than it was today. I didn't do anything today, fast tongue you, but you get the idea. Now, here's the deal. This all came to him, believe it or not, by an old cornet soloist, and here's your homework. An old cornet soloist named Alessandro Liberati. Okay? I have one recording of him here doing a very, very short thing, and I will play it for you on the video on Monday. I haven't got it set up yet today. Okay? And he was the man. And I'm telling you, I've never heard anything this clean. Never heard anything this clean. Now, this is the inspiration for this. Jerry's in the hospital, lying on his back, thinking, how did this guy tongue so fast? He literally, now check this out, guys. Try it yourself. Get your metronome out and try as hard as you can with single tonguing, okay? Single tonguing, 4 notes to 160. Try it. That's what this guy had, and he had no reason whatsoever. It's a single or multiple tongue. He did it all single tonguing. Now, Jerry surmises that it couldn't possibly be done with a tip. Couldn't possibly, and this guy had double C's too. Double pedal C's to double C's. All right? And guys, I'm going to play it for you. I've never heard anything that clean. Rizzuti, Doc Schutzer, never anybody that clean. He's doing something different. So that's your homework. I couldn't find a lot on anything. I found all the history of him, and I'll go through that. He played with this band and that band and all that, the other sort of thing. But he also was a colleague of Jules Levy, and he thought Jules Levy was a punk. If you ever heard Jules Levy, that's saying something. But it's superior. Wynton Marsalis, can't touch it. Can't touch it. Can't touch it. Anyway, that's your homework for the weekend, okay? Read up on Liberati. We'll talk about it then, okay? If you find anything on the internet, and I haven't done a whole lot. It's been crazy around here. I told my student, this business, this and the health and fitness business is booming. And quite frankly, I'm having trouble keeping up with it. And no concern of yours, I'm just telling you. And I should probably bring in a partner or somebody to help me, but I just don't want to turn it into I want it to be mom and pop. So we'll have to see. The trumpet stuff is not going anywhere. If something has to be cut back, it will be the health and fitness, but that's for a different video. But anyway, I haven't had a lot of chance to look on the internet for stuff. I do have a recording of him here. I will try to hook it up to my computer so you can listen to it. Crazy. Crazy. Anyway, that's it. Remember, firm that tongue. Removes all the strain. All the strain up to a double C. Okay? Anyway, that's that. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Love you all.